Hi, this is Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and in the picture that you see here, I'm holding an actual gold medal from the Olympics. This is Bodie Miller's medal. He was an Olympic skier, and I got to see a display of his medals and other paraphernalia when my husband and I were in New Hampshire a few years ago. But the reason that I'm showing this picture is because part of the purpose of this journal is this verse right here, which is 2 Timothy 4:7 that you can see over on the left. And it says, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. This journal is one of the tools that I created originally for myself to help me be able to fight the good fight, hopefully finish the race and keep the faith. Um, that's my ultimate goal for my life. And so these are tools to help me to be able to do that. And I hope tools to help you as well. And while we're on this page, I think I'll just share a little bit with you about this. This is Bible Hub, and I love it for looking up verses. This will help you a lot in your devotions or your Bible study, because look at all the versions over here on the left that you have available to you to look at that verse. And I don't want to spend a lot of time going over this because I'm just supposed to be telling you about pages in the journal, but I love studying the Bible, and I'm kind of assuming that you do too if you're doing this journal. So this is just a cool tool. And over here on the right, you have it in context and then some cross references that go with those verses. So this is just a really great tool to be able to see. For me, one of the things that I like about this is that I'm looking at a lot of different versions. And so when you're translating from one language to another, you can never translate exactly what it means. There's no such thing as an exact word for word translation. It wouldn't make any sense. Words have a lot of different nuances to them, and there usually isn't an exact word in English that's going to have those same exact nuances. And so different translators will emphasize slightly different nuances. And so it's kind of like looking at the different facets of a beautiful jewel. When you look at a verse in a lot of different versions, sometimes you can see a little bit more of what those words actually meant, and you can get a better idea of what the writer was trying to say. Okay, so now let's see if I can get back to what I was supposed to have up here. Anyway, so the next pages that I wanted to show you in this journal are the pages where I talk about what I may want to share with others in the future. And um, the reason that I have this, I'm going to share with you how I would use it, and then you're welcome to use it however you want. But a lot of times God gives me some ideas. Maybe He helps me to word a concept really well, um, or sometimes I'm writing to somebody and trying to help them with something that they're struggling with or something. And as I'm writing it, or after I finish writing it and I'm proofreading it, I go, wow, that's pretty good. And maybe it's even something that speaks to me, because that's a lot of times that's how God speaks to me, is He lets me speak to somebody else and He speaks to them through me. And then I realize, oh, this was really meant for me. But I didn't hear it when it was just coming directly to me. So He gives it to me in kind of a roundabout way. And a lot of times, because I'm realizing more and more that yes, I'm special to God. I don't want to say that I'm not special. I am special to God, just like you're special to God. But I'm not special in the respect that I'm not the only person in the world who's going through whatever I'm going through. And He's really made me more aware of that lately, that if I'm going through something, chances are there are other people who are also going through it. And so what I learn, what He shows me, because I'm able to write and I'm able to share things and I'm willing to be vulnerable, um, these are oftentimes things that He wants me to share with other people, either publicly or just in private. And so I'll use these pages, like maybe if I write a letter to somebody and I realize that a paragraph from it is something that could be really helpful to a lot of people, I'll cut that out, print it out, cut it out, and put it into my journal here, just paste it in or whatever, or I might write down some ideas, but this will be where I'm going to share those things. where I'm going to keep track of the things that I want to share with others or that I may want to share with others. I love making little posts, creative posts for Facebook, and so some of those things I'll probably make into posts to put on my Facebook page or something. And if that's something that you want to do and you don't know how to do it, it's not difficult. Let me know, and I would be happy to make a video showing how to create those, because once I learned how to do it, it was like, oh my goodness, this opened up a whole new world for me. There are so many awesome tools on the internet, and yeah, well, I won't get into that. Anyway, there are a lot of awesome tools on the internet, and that's something that I can show you how to do. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is really the last thing to share with you all. The other pages after this are the two blank pages that you can use for anything that you want, maybe sermon notes or overflow from some of the other pages, or maybe there's some other thing that you want to keep track of here. Maybe you want to make this into a chart for keeping track of what chapters you read from your Bible reading or something. Just use it however you want to. And then we get into the next month and a new hymn. So thanks a lot for listening. Please like this video and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell next to the subscription button so that YouTube will let you know when I put out another video. Please check out my Ephesians videos. I'm going to be letting you in on my devotions in January, going through Ephesians, and I think that that will be helpful to a lot of you. Thanks a lot. Love you all, and bye.